Welcome to the SkyLounge, and this is Overanalysis Paralysis, where I overanalyze parts of pop culture into just fucking down to the pulp ground. And I've been playing a lot of Spider-Man. Game is fantastic, and the one question I had to just start asking myself was, is J. Jonah Jameson right? Is Spider-Man an actual menace? Does vigilantism have any part in our... Does it actually have a place in our society? I found myself answering those questions. I do agree with J. Jonah Jameson. I do think Spider-Man is kind of a menace, and it's not a complete absolute answer of Spider-Man's a bad guy. It's always in the middle, right? It's moral gray areas. So to one point, I have to agree with J. Jonah Jameson that yes, Spider-Man is an absolute menace. You know, the fact that Spider-Man goes around New York City causing fucking collateral damage with villains he fights, he's causing millions of dollars in property damage. Let alone police reports for this shit should be a fucking nightmare. It's probably a logistic nightmare to start writing down like, oh, and some dude did this shit. Not to mention vigilantism is fucking illegal as all hell. Based on just legality alone, it doesn't make any fucking sense. For a guy who says, hey, great power, great responsibilities, I'm going to make sure we follow him by the books. You are literally going against the books when you do that. So, that's already the fucking point that we have to make right there. And other thing is, you just realize, you watch the cartoon series, you watch the movies, you play the video game, you realize that J. Jonah Jameson is a media person. He wants to be that guy who makes buzzes, who make buzzwords, right? And quote unquote fake news and shit. But don't we have that in society? If you have guys like that, just ignore them, right? I like there's a part of me whenever we're watching or witnessing the Spider-Man universe, we're like, why is JJJ labeled as kind of the irritant / bad guy? This guy is just a normal human being. He's frustrated as all hell that these super-powered fucks are running amok. And damn it, as an older guy, now I'm agreeing with JJJ. I'm like, you know what, dude? Spider-Man is kind of a menace. But, to me, there is not really such a good... There is really not such a thing called complete good and complete evil. That I think, is complete horseshit. Right? There's moral gray areas, and we live in the fucking gray. As everybody should. I think everyone should live in the gray. And now, for all the points that was against Spider-Man, and these are the points that are for Spider-Man. Spider-Man are fighting these super high-tech villains that are just inches and just fucking little bits away from destroying a city. Spider-Man takes a law into his own hands because the normal human society doesn't have the capabilities or wherewithals or the assets that Spider-Man has, and he himself is taking them, and I believe this, the moral high ground to do what's right for the betterment of the society. Now, does that mean that he's going to follow all the legal rules within the society? No, not really. And unfortunately, this is where vigilantism comes in, and there's a lot of thought process of, hey, you know what, if they got sponsored by government, it wouldn't work the same, because there would be agendas, there would be other shit going on. The idea of justice wouldn't really be there then. And this is just a frustration of, when you debate shit like this, there is no definitive answer. Right? In my eyes, there is no definitive answer, because it's just all left in the fucking clouds. But I just like to think that, hey, JJJ isn't always wrong. As comic book fans or Spider-Man fans, we want JJJ to be the bad guy, but let's open up the ear. He's actually kind of right. Spider-Man is kind of an asshole. So that's Overanalysis Paralysis. Hey, let me know what you guys think about that shit. Follow me at the SkyLounge, on all the links in the description below. Comment and subscribe for more daily content. Now fuck off.